Hello, viewers. We are live from Social Media Marketing World 2020 once again. We're here at the Ecamm booth. It is hopping here, or it was until a second ago. It looks like
everyone went to the sessions.
A session just started. But I am here with Desiree.
Sup?
She is an expert on these things, and so we're just going to talk a little bit about what she does and video marketing.
Yeah, so I'm here to help you grow your business with better social media and content marketing, and I truly believe that starts with a really solid foundation with video. Like, you can use video as like the pillar for like everything that you want to do in your marketing.
Do you still meet customers who aren't doing any video at all yet? Is that it? I mean, or are they?
I've been a social media marketer for 10 years. I've had my agency for 4.5. I have 3 customers that do video.
They're scared to do video, or they think it's too much work.
It comes in, I think, to time, and I think it comes into time where they think. So, when I talk about like my business and what I do is I sell people time. Thanks to YouTube, there is no shortage of information on how to do things and what you should do. And even I have a YouTube channel where I'm teaching people about social media content marketing, but it takes time and it takes a lot of work. And so I tell people, like, look, the information is free, but the time is not. So I think so many people are focused on doing their jobs that they forget about all of the marketing that has to happen for their jobs to continue to grow, their businesses to continue to grow. I
spoke to someone yesterday. I wish I could remember who, but they made a really interesting point, which was that live video is a great way for people who are procrastinating video marketing to jump in, because once you schedule that live, you can no longer procrastinate doing it. Like, you could say, oh, I know we need to make the video. I know we need to make a tutorial on that. And you just never get around to it. But if you're going live, you have this kind of deadline, and you've really got to come to the office that day, and you've got to be ready at that time. And then the half an hour goes by, and now you've got this content that you can then, even if you had 5 viewers,
you keep using
you've got video now.
Yeah.
The great thing about Ecamm is that when your live finishes, you have a recording sitting on your computer, high quality, that's where Desiree comes in to help you figure out
what to do with it.
What to do with that clip. You know, what do you do with it?
And you know what I love too about going live is that it takes all of, I think, like the guesswork out of it. It's sort of like, well, I'm live, and I just fumbled through that, and I just like mispronounced that word, and I totally just like burped on air, like whatever it's gonna be. Like, I mean, all things I've actually done.
Woo!
Like where you just like blah blah blah, blah right? It all happens. And it's just there. Like, it's like you can't undo it, and like you can't go in this like whole self-doubt, self-deprecating thing that comes from it. You kind of like, well, I did this. And what's important is like, I truly love about lives. It's having conversations. Like, you're just talking to people.
Yeah, it's real.
And like when I'm doing my, and like whenever I live stream, I have my bullet points, like kind of like my structure of like what I want to talk about, and then I'll also, but like when I do my YouTube videos, I have to like really research it, and I have to like bullet point it out, and I know like how it's going to be cut up and edited, and like what I want to go here, and I'm adding this screen here, and I'm adding this GIF here, and I'm like being all weird and have to remove all of my ums and my breathing, and it's just like super next level efficient.
Do you inside edit your videos like that and take out ums?
Oh yeah, because otherwise it'd be a lot of Okay, so by the way, that's what I was talking about. Like, so it's when I'm having this live stream, it's like I'm just like talking to people like I normally would if they were here, like have like this, how this is happening. Like when I'm talking and networking with people, and what I love about live streaming is I tell people like, look, if you have a business, you have networked at some point in your life, you've talked to people. It's the same thing. Like, they know how you look, they know how like you sound, you know, like your weird quirks and your weird lip smacks and
when you're
breathing
going live,
or whatever.
When you're going live, do you have somebody helping you produce it? Or are you there by yourself? So
I usually am doing a lot of it myself. When I collab with people, I do things like I'm a super, I don't know, I'm that person that's like always like, I'm gung-ho, let's do this together kind of a person. And like I'm always like making all this stuff ahead of time. Like I always like things to look really nice.
Yeah.
So I get a little like sucked into the graphics, probably a little more than I should. But it's just, you know, the more you do something, the better you want it to be. My first live was trash. And it's part of the process. And then you just get better and better. And you see what other people are doing, and you ask them how they do it, and you adopt it in. And you find tools. Like, everyone starts live streaming probably with their phone. And then you can, like, hop into, like, you know, tools like Ecamm. And, like, all right, now I can make it, like, sweet.
Yeah, once you get to that next level. And we're going live now. We're live now if you're wondering, how do they look so good? It's a Canon EOS R 4K camera.
Ken is the good-looking one here.
Yeah. It's a Canon EOS 4K We don't even have any lights on us except the buzzy convention lights. But people keep asking why we look so bright, and it's because it's an expensive camera that we're using. You don't need that.
No.
But man, does it help a lot. I just talked to someone.
If you want to be professional, you have to buy expensive stuff. I think that's what Ken just said was.
Well, not really. Any old DSLR you have sitting around, it can be a 10-year-old DSLR.
You know, he's even getting fancier than I tell people. Like, my webcam literally is the LG 1080 HD.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to. I don't stream in 4K. Like,
this is true.
That same webcam is how I started my YouTube channel back in 2017. I've literally had it for like 3 years.
But we'll have customers say, "It's great, but I look so grainy." And I'm like, are you using the built-in webcam on your MacBook Air, like with no lights on?
Right.
It's gonna be kind of grainy.
Yeah, and also is it dark in your office? Is it dark? Is it dark? Or are you top lit? Like that's the one that gets me.
We did a video chat with a customer to figure out why their camera didn't look good, and then we're like, "Are you like in a dark closet? Turn some lights on, dude."
Yeah, nothing will make you look grainier like darkness.
Yeah, because the camera has to slow down the exposure, and it gets noise, and it's just gonna be grainy.
Getting technical on us.
Yeah.
So, but going live is really great because like you get to have those like real raw moments. And if there's anything I think that we've been learning over the the last 10 years in social media, which is what I've been doing, is that and that's why I love where we are in on the internet right now is it's being real. Like it's not this like really polished, like perfect everything sort of thing. People can't connect to that. Like everyone's a hot mess, whether they want to like admit it or not. And so being able to relate to that makes it seem so much more obtainable and so much more likable. And being able to share in your victories and your woes and knowing that like, oh, they stumbled through this too, so I can do it. Yeah.
What's your big project right now? What's your main focus?
So I'm focusing a lot right now actually on my Women of YouTube podcast.
Women of YouTube?
Women of YouTube podcast. I partnered up with TubeBuddy. So actually, let's rewind. So in Social Media Marketing World 2019, I was really excited because Mike was like, let's go all in on YouTube. And I was like, yes, do the YouTubes. Well, and so I got really excited when I saw their speaker announcements and I looked at all their YouTube educators and all their YouTube educators were men. And they're great guys. Like, I know all of them. Like they're really great people.
100% of them were men.
Nick Nimmons, Sean Cannell, Roberto Blake. Like, they're all, like, my favorite people. They're all people I have learned from. But I'm like, you know what? Like, 55% of marketers are women. And if you are and spend any time in social media marketing world, you will notice, like, probably, like, 3 out of 5 people are women.
Yeah.
4 out of 5 people. It's a lot of women because we tend to be more marketers because we're communicative. We like to help people make things pretty and share a voice, and we listen. So, like, that's why we're good marketers. And so it makes sense that, like, that's why we're here. And I was like, well, why aren't there, if we want people to go on YouTube, especially because women have so many barriers around video. Like, they get a lot of, like, they might have something really great to say and really great to share and have a great story, but they have, societal head trash that we're trying to break through. And if you were able to see another woman who was on there teaching you how to live your truth, like, I feel like it would be really impactful. And so I remember going to Phil. I'm like, hey, Phil's the guy who puts all the speakers on stage here for Social Media Marketing World. And he was like, I pitched him, hey, what do you think about doing a panel, like a Women of YouTube panel, like why marketers should work with women YouTubers and like how you get started as a woman creator, all this stuff. He's like, I like this idea. We are full, but you should do this as a live stream. And I was like, all right, I'm down for that. So I went to TubeBuddy, like, not like out of desperation. Like, I could have done my channel, but my channel at the time, my channel had just hit like 1,000 subscribers. I'm like, this is a really big thing. And I want to have a really big audience. And TubeBuddy had over the 100,000 subscribers. And I was like, I bet they would be a good partner. And Phil, the other Phil, TubeBuddy Phil, we got 2 Phils, Social Media Marketing World Phil, and then TubeBuddy Phil.
Okay.
TubeBuddy Phil came to me. He was like, yes, 1,000 times yes, let's do this. And so we did the live stream, and it was so successful.
And there was nothing else already called Women of YouTube.
And yeah, so it's called
That's
Women of
amazing,
YouTube.
just right there.
Yeah, Women of YouTube. And so I was like, so we did the live stream. It was me, Amy Landino, Jessica Stansberry, Stephanie Carls, and Kelly Noble, Marabella, and myself. And we just talked about being women creators. And honestly, it was just a more...
And that's a video podcast?
So it's a video live stream on TubeBuddy's YouTube channel.
Oh.
And it was so successful, and people kept asking for more. And at first, people were like, you should make a YouTube channel. I'm like, no, it's so much more work than I have time for. I can't commit to that. But I could do a podcast. And so I continued to partner up with TubeBuddy, and we launched in October of 2018 at Vid Summit with it, and it's just been was incredibly well received, and so many women have been coming to me and they're like,
That's so
this
cool.
is really helpful for me. Like, it's really nice to know that like I can do this. Hearing how other people have done it in all these different like niches and genres has been really impactful. We launched a Facebook community group where we do office hours and monthly trainings to help.
So you're giving them training and advice.
Yeah, like I just want women to succeed. Like, I truly believe that it is our moral and ethical obligation that if you can help somebody, if you can solve someone's problem, you have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And the easiest way to do that is on YouTube, because you make it once and just like lives.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm all hopped up on right now.
Yeah. Do you also help them with things like YouTube SEO and getting their videos found?
Well, because we're partnered with TubeBuddy, which in my opinion is the best YouTube extension for anybody who's doing anything on YouTube, is they have a lot of great tools that help you make your YouTube videos better. So they help you find the right keywords for your channel. They help you with SEO and working through making things better, A/B testing for your thumbnails, and so many things more. And it doesn't matter if like you pre-record or do a live stream, like it works either way. Mm-hmm. So it's really helpful. And what's nice about live streamings is like when you do live streams on YouTube, if you can record for the replay, and that idea is it's like you can record it without maybe doing all the commenting or answering people's questions. So maybe it's like at the end of the video we'll answer questions, and then you can just like edit that out in the YouTube editor kind of a thing. And you can get super chats, and you can get like questions, you can get ideas for your next videos, and then you just go in and you do all the optimizing that like TubeBuddy would do with you. Yeah.
We found a lot of our customers for Ecamm, they're going to YouTube Live and they're getting those super chats. They're getting some nice. I guess we highlight those in the app so you can make sure that you thank these loyal followers who are super chatting you.
Yeah.
And,
for those of you that know, super chat is when like you're in a live stream and people give you money.
Yeah, they're basically literally giving you money.
They're thanking you for your stuff.
$1
like
or $20, whatever.
One of my favorite people that does a really great live stream is Nick Nimmin. He's a fellow YouTube educator, and he's like one of my favorite people. Really tall, really great. I just love him. He gives and gives and gives, and I just love him. But he does almost a weekly, at least Saturday mornings, him and Dee, his brother, do these live streams, and they'll do channel reviews for super chats. Not like for super chats, but like those are the people that kind of get the preferential treatment. Even if it's just $1 or $100, like they just want to help people out.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
I'll bet those super chats really probably don't pay the bills, but it's probably a nice icing on the cake for people.
It is like no one goes in. I mean, a lot of people go into YouTube thinking that they're going to make a lot of money. Y'all, I have less than 5,000 subscribers, and my last Google Sense was like $320. Can't live on that.
Speaking of subscribers, if you're not following Women of YouTube, follow that.
Over on find your favorite podcast place, and that's where we are. Go follow it.
If you're not following Ecamm, please follow us on YouTube, because we're trying to get to 1,000. We started our YouTube channel kind of late in the game. Because I don't know why, but
what's important is either there now.
We need 1,000 subscribers so we can monetize, right?
You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in a 12-month period.
Interesting. We have that.
Live streaming actually really helps you with that too, because you can have longer conversations, and if people are watching live, if you can do the premiere feature in YouTube, that's also really helpful. So. There's so many things. It's not just a matter of making a video and putting it up. It's all these things you have to do to support it.
Yeah.
So.
And make sure that people are watching it.
Yeah, and it's like you put so much time and work in any video, whether it's a live stream, whether it's an edited video. It's like people can get stuck in a grind of I'm always creating.
Do you want to share a secret that you help people with?
Yeah, I love to secrets.
Yeah.
Secrets.
What's
make
one of the things
better.
that you find people are not doing that you can help them with?
They're not promoting their videos after they're made.
They're just putting them there. And
they're putting up a video. They put a crap ton of work into, and they
a metric crap ton.
Yes, there we go. They don't. They just go and hey, I gotta go do the next video. And I'm like, whoa, pump the brakes. Have you promoted on social? Have you done your email list? Are you doing this on Pinterest? Do you have a blog that goes with it for your website? I truly think that for people that are just getting started with video, there's such a huge difference. I'm sure other people have a thing, but I work a lot with small business owners. There's such a huge difference between being a YouTuber and using video for marketing.
Yeah.
Such a difference. And I teach people look, you're busy, because you're running your practice, you're running your life. Maybe you are a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad, and you have this side hustle you're doing. Like there's all whatever the reasons are, you have a limit of your time, and so if you're just creating constantly, you're gonna go crazy. And this is with anything. So I tell people make one video a month.
One a month.
Solve someone's problem in a video once a month, and use that as that video that fuels your month. So you're going to keep sharing that video. You're going to take that video and chop it up into little pieces and share those on social, Instagram, stories, Facebook, TikTok, wherever you want. All of them, preferably. Put the native upload of that video on YouTube as your first place, but you should also be putting that up on Facebook. You should also be putting that up on LinkedIn, because while YouTube lasts forever as evergreen content, you're going to really help your algorithmic happiness with LinkedIn and Facebook by sharing content there. And all of them want you to do video, so put them up there too natively. Like, it doesn't matter, because you can share the YouTube link at another time. Promote on your email list a couple times. You should be doing Pinterest. You should have a blog for that video. And it just, you can build up like 10 to 12 solid places that you should be sharing that one video.
What about cross promotion and like influencer marketing, having other people point viewers to your
I
content?
think that obviously it's going to be, immensely successful, but again, you're still talking, there's such a difference between marketers and big brands and influencers and people who are normal business owners. There are so many more normal business owners out there than there are marketers and big brands and YouTubers and stuff like that. Like, I don't care what you do for a job. Everyone needs to get their teeth cleaned. Everyone needs a lawyer if you're in business. Everyone needs
I've spoken to all those people this week.
They're all here.
I don't think I've been a chiropractor, but absolutely.
College, all these kinds of things. There's actually a really cool guy here last year that he does a killer job on Instagram by showing people different ways to do back adjustments. On Instagram, it's great. Yeah, he's really cool. He's a chiropractic guy in New York. Couldn't remember his name if you told it to me. Sorry, but
he was making a video.
But it's a great way to get started. Like, if you think about as a YouTuber, if you were to take that and do all of the things that you're supposed to be doing, you can do it every flippin' week. I know this because I do it for myself every flippin' week. It's a lot of work. I literally have my company is focused on do it for you services. I literally have a member of my team that just does my stuff for me.
Nice.
Under my direction supervision, because I've trained everybody, but it's a whole thing. It's a whole process.
And it's gonna be the kind of thing that gets easier the more you do it.
Yeah.
So start now, because you're gonna look back at that first video and cringe and laugh. But 10 videos in.
But you solve someone's problem with that video. That's the thing. I tell people to start with your most commonly asked questions. What is Ecamm?
Yeah.
Right? How do I go live? How do I add a guest on to my live stream? How do I make my 10 ways to make my live stream better? Do I script my live stream? These are literally all videos that you can make. They can be the focus of your month. You could get if you want to talk about influencers, you could talk with them about that one topic. Hey, share your insight about this, what is Ecamm? Or your tips for how you can do that, if you can find them. But at the same time, it's just keep it simple. One of the things I loathe about marketing is everyone thinks you just have to always be creating. It's no, use what you have and make that work for you, and make sure you've set it up right so that it can effectively work for you.
And how long do you suggest people make their videos when they're creating the videos you were just talking about?
A video should be as long as it needs to be.
Really?
Especially when you're getting started, sometimes they're kind of short. I work with a fence guy. His family is 3 generations deep into owning a fence company, not fencing right? It's thing that separates you from your neighbors so you don't have to see each other, right? So you can walk around naked in your house, those guys. His videos are sometimes he's on videos how much fence do I need? And he talks about this tool that they have, and then literally some of his videos, his intro and his outro, are longer than the actual pieces of information. What's important is he showed up in search to solve that problem. How much fence do I need? Or what do I do with my pets while someone's putting up my fence? Or what kind of wood do I need? All these questions he's answering, because he can use those on his website for his most commonly asked questions. People are going to search, how much fence do I need? If you think about the homeowner questions that people have, he's solving them.
Yeah.
And that's how you start. And then you can get into the fancy stuff.
that's really valuable.
Yeah. Even like my channel, I do tutorial Tuesdays and I do like theory Thursdays. It's like I like divide them into sections, and my tutorial Tuesdays are really just solving problems for people. Like today's video that came out is how to do see first on Facebook. So many people get irritated with Facebook because the algorithm decides what they see.
Right.
It's like, well, if you do see first on people or pages, you'll always see that content that they post. You never miss anything. So I just showed how to do that. Solved a problem people have. People ask all the time.
Cool. All right. Well, it was really fun to have this conversation and to do it live.
Yes.
We know that live streaming can be hard to get into. So what we're doing at Ecamm is a live streaming boot camp. This is a free thing you can jump in on. And here is a video showing you a little bit more about it. But thank you guys for watching, and thank you so much, Desiree, for this chat. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been awesome. I appreciate you, Ken.
And thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you.